I have a lot of games. Like, a lot of games. Back in school, I was the Nintendo kid. I'd have parties at my place where we'd get down to Super Mario Kart. Oh yeah. And I'd like to think that I was pretty good at gaming. I've played since I was about 5 years old, I have the patience for puzzle solving, and have half decent reactions. However, no matter how good at games I think I am, I have some pretty bad gaming habits that can send me spiraling into World 8. And it's entirely my fault. Here's just a few of my major gaming flaws. Flaw number 1. Number 1 on our list is nostalgia. I'm blinded by nostalgia, mainly because my childhood was filled to the brim with Marios, Zeldas, and Metroids. I'm filled with so much nostalgia that sometimes I just think to myself, I'm really in the mood to play Pokemon Red again. See, I've left a lot of the consoles that I don't play anymore at my parents' house. But because I just get too excited to play those games again, I go to eBay and I place an order for an original Game Boy and a copy of Pokemon Red. I wait. It arrives. I slot the game in and play for about 10 minutes. That music, those opening credits, choosing your first starter Pokemon. It's 1999 all over again. I'm 9 years old and I'm loving Pokemon again. Then I start to notice the subtle flaws in the game. Hey, don't get me wrong, Pokemon Red was revolutionary for the time it was released. But I just can't help compare it to its successors now. That slow walking speed, the lack of attack moves, the little variety of Pokemon combinations. This isn't what it was like when I was a kid. What have I done? So, I package up the Game Boy and send it home to my parents to hold on to. I did this several times at university. I now own 2 original Game Boys, 2 NESs, 2 Super Nintendos, and 2 N64s. Sometimes it's just not worth revisiting your childhood. Saying that, still love the Super Nintendo. Flaw number 2. So I used to do this really stupid thing where I would buy Japanese games because I really liked the box art. That's the kind of artwork we didn't get over here. I couldn't actually play the games on my PAL system because it's PAL. So I just looked at them. It was ridiculous. It was borderline hoarding. You'll be glad to hear that I have since given myself a pow around the chops and stopped doing it. Flaw number 3. In spite of everything I've said, the ultimate worst habit has to be what I like to call self-inflicted game incompletion. So I do this thing where I buy a game that I've been waiting for a long time. I've anticipated it so much and I am so hyped about it. I play it for a few days and I'm in total awe. Amazing, right? It's everything I wanted it to be. I speak to every person, explore every area, and do every mission. Then I realize, oh god, what if I'm playing this too fast? I should slow down, I don't want to complete this anytime soon. So I tried to pace myself. I spend even longer talking to everybody, explore the areas in even more depth, and take even longer to find all the secrets. This is my way of prolonging a gaming experience in a way that's probably not meant to be done. Here's where it gets bad. I'm so immersed into the story that I don't want it to end. So the only option for me? I stop playing it. I put it to the side for a while and move on to a game that I can just mindlessly waste a few hours on, like Minecraft or Borderlands. The chances are, I don't go back and complete that other game. Instead, I pick it up a few months later and think, hey, I never finished this game. Oh man, I'd love to see the ending because I was really into it. So I attempt to get back into the flow of the game, but I had no idea what the last thing I did was. This is bad, especially in long RPGs. I can't really remember what I was doing, so I think, I guess maybe I'll just start the game again. It'll feel as good as the first time I played it, right? So I start the game again and remember how fun those early stages are. But then as the game gets more difficult, I begin to wish that I hadn't restarted. I realize it's going to be a long journey to get to where I was before. This is where I get frustrated at myself. I throw the controller at the wall and put the game away. Never to complete it. And never to experience the ending that the game developers worked so hard on. This, by all means, my worst gaming habit. No. Probably my worst habit at all. Because of this, there are many great games that I have never completed, such as Pokemon Black 2, Fire Emblem Awakening, Zelda the Minish Cap, Ni no Kuni, Super Mario 3D Land, and even the most recent Pokemon X, I'm sorry. The list goes on forever and ever. So what point am I trying to make here exactly? I'm not talking about wasting money, because ultimately you should spend your money on what you enjoy. I'm not talking about wasting time. If you're really engrossed in an immersive game, then you're having fun. Time not wasted. I'm not sure exactly what point I'm trying to make. Maybe there is no point. Just bad habits that I need to snap out of if I ever want to enjoy a game like I did when I was young. Well, that felt exhilarating to get off my chest. What about you guys? Does anyone else do stupid stuff like this, or is it just me? Or do you have any bad habits in general that you want to get off your chest? Let me know in the comments and we'll get through this together. See you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go complete Pokemon X. Maybe.
Do you want my balls on your Christmas tree this winter? Well, now you can! By buying a limited edition KickThePj bauble. Baubles for your tree, baubles for your doors, baubles for your dogs, baubles everywhere! You can purchase them from the store in the description below.
If you want the balls, that is.